Hi, I'm Jayden Parker, and today I'm presenting on how to wet mount a slide and stain your cheek cells to view. So the first step is that you're going to gather your supplies, and I don't have the blue dye pictured here, but you'll need a clean microscope slide, toothpick, distilled water, the clean cover slip, obviously the blue dye, and a paper towel. And you're in the picture here, the clean microscope slide is right here. You have your cover slip here, and it's fragile, so be careful when handling that, and your toothpicks here. And I hope you obviously know what a paper towel is. Step 2 is that you're going to put a drop of distilled water on the cover slide. The reason that it has to be distilled water is so that the chemicals in normal water would actually interfere with what you're trying to view with your cells. Step 3 would be to get the toothpick that you have, put it on the inside of your mouth, and scrape against your cheek. You don't want to scrape too hard, so as Mr. Whitaker put it, it's like scraping peanut butter and jelly on a sandwich. And after a little bit of scraping, you're going to put the end of the toothpick that was in your mouth in the water and swirl it around. Step 4 is that you're going to put 1 drop of blue dye mixed with the water, and you're going to let this sit for 1 minute, and this is to give the dye a chance to actually stain your cells. After sitting for 1 minute, you're going to put the cover slip on the slide. You want to make sure that you drop the cover slip slowly at an angle instead of straight on the slide. So if you look in the top right, and this is your cover slide, and here's your little blue dye specimen. You're going to drop it at an angle of probably about 45 degrees, is pretty good, and you're going to drop it slowly, and this is to minimize air bubbles. Now step 6 is the part where you actually take out the blue dye, and to do this you're going to get your distilled water and you're going to drop it along the sides, about right here. And when you do this, you're going to get your paper towel and you're going to probably tear it up into little pieces instead of using the whole thing at once. And you're going to slowly absorb the water, and the blue dye will go with the water, and this will make it so you absorb most of the blue dye. You're going to keep doing this until your slide is mostly clear. Step 7 is the final step, and this is to view your cheek cells. You're going to start on low power and work to high. And to start this off, you're going to put your slide on the stage and you're going to put it on the very bottom. Now you're going to use the coarse adjustment knob to bring it all the way up, and use the fine adjustment knob if needed to focus. Depending on how close it is for medium and high power, you may have to move the stage down a little bit so it's not touching your actual slide. And depending on if we do something like we did in Mr. Whitaker's class and you need to use a camera, you can do so, and this is to get a better picture of your actual specimen.